All right, here we are. Another week around the trash fire. Your host Mathias, so on with the boy.
John,
John, why's it gotta be so hot?
I don't know. It is freaking hot.
Yeah, it's
I was
it.
driving back from San Diego today, and I had the AC blasting in my car, and it still felt the sun still felt really hot.
Yeah, where I work, I work near the coast, the beach, so it's always
Hmm.
nice over there. And then when I get over to my home, as soon as I step off the bus, I feel that heat, even in the shade. I'm like, this is unbearable.
It is ridiculous. Hopefully, it doesn't last for long.
Bro, this is California. This could last all the way till December.
I know. One can hope.
Yes, well, we can only hope that it ends hopefully next week. I know it's supposed to be a scorcher this week as well.
Yeah.
But speaking of scorching, got some pretty hot news from the Nova event,
Yeah.
and a bunch of little other things. But of course, we'll save the best for last there. Let's go ahead and start with our good old Sunday preview.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Now, we talked about this last time, and this was at the Lord of the Rings stream that they had.
Yeah.
So they're finally giving us a new two-player box set, a
Yep.
new, and a bunch of new
Battle
battle
Forces.
forces. Thank you. The word was on the tip of my tongue. I just couldn't remember what it was. Yep, there we go. Pretty solid. I think. I don't. Again, I haven't played since War of the Ring,
Yeah,
but
I mean, looking at the stuff, it seems pretty good. I mean, the two-player box, if you want to play this game, it's a great entry point. And the battle forces are also pretty good if you want to get a force started.
it's true. Would you recommend any of these? Instead of curiosity.
If I was gonna pick one up, probably the Isengard one's pretty cool. I mean, I have a Gondor army, so I wouldn't need the Gondor one, and I also have a Mordor army. Army as in like 20 models. So I mean, they're all pretty good. I will say.
Oh, yeah, there you go. I wouldn't. I don't like orcs. I wouldn't go Mordor. Isengard though. I might go Isengard if I was to pick something up.
Hi.
Because Urkai are stupidly broken. At least the last time I remember. But
Yeah.
then again,
Now
I
they're
play humans, so
now they're just good.
now they're just good. All right, Miss Tirith got good old Elrond over there. More of the terrain, which is nice.
Yeah, I think this is the old terrain that the new set is updating, but it's cool that you could still buy the old ones because terrain's always good.
Well, I pondered on what you said last time when you were talking about the kill team terrain just being like
Mhm.
super busy and all that. I'm like, you know what? Looking at this terrain, I'm like, yeah, this would be nice and easy, quick
Yep.
paint
Yep.
compared to the 40k terrain, which granted, you can make 40k terrain quick and easy too.
Yeah, I'm debating picking up the new Kill Team box with Will. But
Mm.
those walls, man, there's so much stuff on it. There's computer screens, buttons, skulls, computer skulls.
You always gotta have the skulls.
We got
Skulls
way
add
too much.
character.
Gosh.
All right, moving on from that, a Rivendell dice set looks nice. I like
Yeah,
it.
this is dope.
It's not generic.
Yeah.
Got that nice marble sheen to it. I like. Not too much on the Garrison of Dale. I mean, it's got like that nice caramel looking texture to it, but I don't know. Brown dice. I don't like it.
Yeah, I like the elf dice more. But these are cool too, if you're into that color.
They're whatever. Final Fate Witch King. I don't Is this new? This isn't new, right?
No, this is old. I think it's probably an event exclusive or something.
Pivotal moment. Because I remember there being a box set with these, I think 3 models in there. It might have been just 2. Because I do have it. I do have the Witch King and um God, I'm blanking on her name.
Eowyn.
Erwin, yeah. Because I do have those 2 models. I don't remember if Pippin was in there or not. But either way, cool. Cool diorama model. You want to set up a nice scenery table. Don't think you'd ever actually use this for anything else. Moving on. Horus Heresy, we got the Damios Pattern Predator Battle Tank finally coming out.
$70. Debating because I already have 2 sick herons and 2 rhinos I picked up and I need to build and thin. So probably gonna hold off on this for now. But I can see myself picking the Predator tank up. Or at
He
least 2 of
says
them. I already have 2.
he says he's holding off and he's gonna probably just buy like 3
I
as it
know.
pops out. The heavy weapons upgrade set.
$42 for this, so it's about $12 per 10. I mean, if they sold them in packs of 10 for $12, that sounds like a great deal. But 42 for this, I don't know, the buy all kind of seems makes it less exciting. The second set I think is the best. It has the autocannon, last cannon, and volkite. Those are very all useful weapons. While as the top one is I actually do like how they put the what I think are the worst weapons in one pack, which is the heavy flamer, multi-melta, and plasma cannon. Heavy flamer being not that good because well you need a transport for it. And I honestly think squads of flamers are overkill because I mean it's cool making a 10-man tack squad make 200 saves, but you know obviously they're gonna die, and then they're gonna die after 50 saves, and then you're like, oh well, that was nice.
You hope they die after 50 saves.
True. Multi-meltas, they're a heavy weapon with a 24-inch range, and you get a bonus if you're within 12 inches. So, and heavy weapons in 30k meaning if you move and shoot, you hit on 6s.
Oh god,
So
that's right.
not that good, I think, unless you play Death Guard. Plasma cannons are the best of the bunch here, but it's
Small blast.
small blast, 10
Blow
of
up on a
them,
1.
good, yeah. So yeah, I mean, I could see myself using a plasma cannon out of all of these, but I wouldn't pick these up just for the plasma cannon.
Understandable. So, second set is the best deal.
Yeah, I mean, autocannons, cheap, can have rending, can do a lot of damage. Volkites will delete squads, and because of the volume of shots, you could, do some damage to Terminators and whatnot. Last cannons are always good; they delete everything. Even though they're quite pricey. But yeah, this one I think is a must buy for, especially if you got the big box. I would recommend picking this up because then you could have 2 heavy support squads, maybe a last cannon one and then an autocannon or volkite one, or just build 30 heavy support marines, but whatever. I think picking the second one up is the way to go.
There you go. Let's see what else we got here. Age of Darkness reference cards. Keep track of your reactions, psychic powers, psychic weapons, and core warlord traits.
I mean, I don't think this is that useful. It's not like 40k where there's stratagems you use all the time. I mean, you could just have you could if you first of all if you get the big box, you get a printout of reactions, and then psychic powers. Unless you're playing Thousand Suns, you're usually bringing 1, maybe rarely 2 psychers in your army. Psychers, period. So yeah, I probably only keeping track of 1 power usually, maybe 2. And warlord traits, you only have 1 warlord, so you just keep track of 1. So I don't know. I find this a dubious usefulness, but if some people like cards, go for it.
Yeah, I figure after a couple of games you'll have a pretty good idea what everything is, and you wouldn't really
Yeah.
need these cards. Maybe for a quick reference here and there, but
Yeah.
they're there. They're probably gonna be $15 for that.
Yep.
Warhammer 40k. We got data cards for demons. Pretty much the same thing we just said about the Warhammer one, except a little bit better, given that these are gonna have stratagems in it as well.
Yep.
Let's see, Underworlds. This is a bit of a spoiler. We got Gore Chosen.
Yeah.
We'll hold our thoughts when we get to the Nova event.
Yes, but these were revealed in Nova.
Yes, they were. We got them coming out. The Rival Pack. We got the God, what are these guys called again? The Shadow Assassins.
Yeah, but this is a universal pack, so anyone can use this.
Oh, well, there we go. For the Nether Maze, White Dwarf. Not too much out of here. Just gonna be showing some battle reports, short stories, and a map tile of the Tomb Worlds. So not too much out of that. Forge World. All of Emperor's Children stuff.
Yeah, you got Lucius.
Yeah, good
With
old
helmet, I
Captain
think.
Lucius. You got that Emperor Praetor.
Yep. You got the Phoenix Terminator Praetor as well.
All
Got
very
the
good models.
all the upgrades and the White Scar stuff.
In the White Scars, whatever, it's fine, it's cool. Necromunda, these ugly models,
Yep.
and the Ogren, or not Ogren, the Goliaths that we talked about last week as well.
Yes. So dropping all of these guys.
It's a big week, and then propaganda and the agitator. And that's model wise. Going into Black Library, we got the Awakening. This is the. I'm not familiar with this one.
Me neither. I think it's just a new Inquisitor character.
New Inquisitor character. Okay. Oh, there we go. We got that. Awakening digital and softback. Retiring the Pale King.
Primarch novel.
Huh?
Primarch novel.
Primarch novel. Yes, there you are.
I just realized that Death Shroud is not a model you can buy, and it makes me sad. On the cover.
Give him time.
I hope so.
They'll make a special character.
I hope so. Unless that's Typhus, which makes it even funnier.
They don't even like each other. Come on.
I know.
Storm of Iron going to audio.
Classic. I think this is the first Chaos Space Marine centered novel ever, so and I've read it and it's very good. Good old bolter fighting and chaos stuff.
I'm about to give it a listen to. Champion of the Gods. Not familiar with, unfortunately. Gotek and Felix being in French. Horus Heresy on print to demand. All right. You tell me, any of these books? Let's see. These are like the last.
Yeah, the last couple ones. Buried. I mean, they're except for Heralds of the Siege, the other three are kind of required. Not really required reading, but they're important. Buried Dagger tells the fall of the Death Guard, so you know that one's pretty. If you're a Death Guard player or care about Death Guard, that's a must read. Titan Death is just a giant Titan campaign, so if you like Titans, that's a really good one. I enjoyed it personally. And Slaves to Darkness is the final adventures of the traitor Primarchs before the Siege of Terra, so it's also where Lorgar gets kicked out for being a wuss.
No one likes
Not a wuss,
Rogar.
more like he does something stupid and gets kicked out for it. So
For being a wuss. I get it. I get it.
wins play stupid games, win stupid prizes, kind of thing. So yeah, that one. If if you like the interactions between Trader Primarchs, that's a fun read. But
I'll get
not
there.
the best one here is probably the Death Guard one.
I'll get there eventually.
Eventually,
I'll get those audible tokens going. I'll catch up. I'll get through the 70 books.
yes.
Kill Team. The new season of Kill Team becoming available as well.
Nice play.
And lastly, Warhammer Plus. We're getting Interrogator Episode 8. And it looks like a Tyranid battle report. Who knows? Maybe against Votann. Who knows?
It is versus Votann.
Is it? Alright, then there you go.
Yeah.
We'll see more rules for Votann. Even though they're rapidly approaching. Sometime this month. If I had to guess, I would say, I'll hold on to that prediction. We'll get there. So there we go. This weekend is going to be a big pre-order week if any of that stuff interests you.
I would get the 30K one, but I already have so much to work on. So I'm actually going to hold off.
Nothing really of interest for me. But interesting enough, for another box game, we got Warhammer Quest. The Cursed City getting a little bit of an expansion.
No new models though.
No new models, but expansion nonetheless.
Yeah, I like Cursed City. I should finish it probably, but I liked it. It's a fun game. I feel like Warhammer and dungeon crawling. I think it's quality.
I do like a good dungeon crawling board game.
Yeah.
But your recommendation of it wasn't too glowing. With the missions being kind of repetitive.
Yeah, that was my big criticism is because you have to play a certain amount of basic missions before doing the boss missions, and the basic missions were quite repetitive. But the boss missions are super fun. I think if you cut the amount of basic missions you need to play by like half or maybe even 2/3, I think it's better paced. Unless you like leveling people up, in which case, you know, keep playing basic missions. But yeah, overall, I like the gameplay is great, but repetitive missions was definitely a fun killer. A little bit of a fun killer. It didn't kill the game for us. Scheduling did, like most games. But yeah, the boss missions though, once again, are very unique and fun. Like the Vargulf one, it's a thing where you have to ambush it, and then if you have to like fight some minions, and so one of you guys has to go low on health, and then the Vargulf smells your blood and attacks you, and then you gotta hurt it, and then you can't kill it before it disappears again, and you gotta find it again. So it's kind of cool.
Hmm.
Stuff like that. Like the missions for the bad guys are unique, but just the basic missions were repetitive.
Right. Of course. That's usually how it is. But who knows? With the expansion comes new missions. So
Yeah.
and new adversaries, even though they're all old models. Well, old in quotation. Because they came out last year, but here we are. Cool to see. It's good that they're pumping some life into it. Because I honestly thought the game was dead. Because I remember when they first announced it, they're like, yeah, we're gonna have all these expansions for it. And then the whole shortage crisis happened. And then we didn't hear anything about it. Then they brought it back for made to order, and then After that, didn't hear anything about it. So this is like the first expansion, I believe, right?
Yes, it is.
So there we go. Cursed City coming, getting an expansion. Don't know when, but it's sometime soon. Trademark. But moving on, we have Necromunda New Model Monday. We got ourselves a interesting pair here. Got some like some little imp, and some character on a rock, as is tradition for a character. What are your thoughts on these models?
Yeah, it seems to imply that this is the leader of House Escher, which is kind of in Patriarch Primus. So
You cut off there.
yeah,
What did you say?
I just looked it up on the wiki. The Matriarch Primus is the ruler of all of the House Escher members in Necromunda. It's literally like the Escher chapter master getting a model, which is insane for Necromunda. So it's kind of cool, actually. Yeah, it's the leader of the Escher. I kind of can't know what the other leaders are going to look like.
Well, I look forward to seeing what the Cawdor leader looks like. So that's technically my gang,
Yeah.
but I feel like, I don't know. The next model would probably be Goliath, since Escher and Goliath were the first two model gangs to be released for this era of
Oh, sorry,
Necromunda.
that's not the leader. This is her. Wait, I should read this. Actually, this article. Oh, it's her top warrior. So it's yeah. Okay. Still, that's crazy. This is essentially her top lieutenant slash bodyguard, which is still crazy because it's a very high ranking model in Necromunda, which you don't really see often because Necromunda is supposed to be about the basic grunts. But with the game being out and developed for so long, it makes sense they're going to add some stuff like this. So yeah, seeing the COD or top honchos would be kind of cool.
It is interesting. I like the model though. I like the little imp
Yeah,
too. Definitely, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Can't articulate it into words, but I definitely like it a lot more than the Goliath models that we saw the last 2 weeks.
that's fair.
Like I can't. I don't know what it is, but I like it a lot. But there's some other sprinkled stories in here. I combined with some of the other stories. But we got Nova. How well did we
Yes.
do on our guessing on Nova?
I remember predicting the Horus thing because of some rumors, so I feel happy about that.
I think we got that, and I think we got the Underworlds. That was about it.
40K you got. You
Yeah.
said squats. Actually, we both got. You said squats. I said world leaders. We said we hoped for guard, but
That's what we hoped for. Obviously, didn't get it. So I'm gonna start with what I thought was the least interesting to the most interesting. So opening up here, we got the Ogre Hunter
man,
character for Age of Sigmar, and it's not a bad model, but I didn't really care too much for it.
yeah, dude, I'm kind of done with like these single heroes for AOS. It's it's actually annoying me now. Also, because there's a bunch of resin heroes for this faction and resin units. There's ETs, there's the Firebelly,
Yetis.
or yeah, Yeti, Saber Tusk, Saber Tooth, or whatever, and they're all resin. Like, why not remake those in plastic or something? Why introduce yet, or even just remake one of the heroes in plastic? That's fine. You're adding yet another war scroll. it's just like so much. I feel the bloat. I don't even play this army.
Yeah, I didn't have too much. I wanted to say something. I don't know what happened with the scheduling, but yeah, this did not take place at like 5 o'clock in the morning. This Nova event took place at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So whoever GW is hiring for that scheduling, they gotta get that in check. Because I was able to watch the entire event after work.
Yes, me too.
And yeah, I was not impressed when this came out, especially with the next model that we're about to look at, the Giant. We are yet again getting another $120 Giant model. I mean, the details there. I like that it's using a literal tree as a hammer. I think that's really cool. But overall,
It's also cool that it's a special character that had rules before. You know, like a model with rules with no model kind of thing. And now he's finally getting a model after several years. So I think that's cool. But I just don't care about this faction. I think this faction. I just don't like this faction in the same way I kind of don't like Chaos Knights.
that's understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really I don't really like the Destruction faction either. I think they're all very generic fantasy, which sucks, to be honest. But ogres haven't been touched with new models in a long time. And all they seem to be getting are characters and giants.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still not a fan of Sons of Behemoth, so I mean I think this is cool. I'm glad he exists, but opposite of excited for this one.
With you on that one. Moving on to the next thing, which I could have sworn, I don't remember. I think it's when the Slaves of Darkness book got leaked.
Yes.
And it's probably why I didn't predict Slaves of Darkness for the Warhammer AOS event. But here we go. And Slaves of Darkness finally getting a box set.
Oh, this is amazing. These are all 10 out of 10 models.
Oh, they're great. But from the rumor that I've heard, if you want to get the 40k Demon Prince, you have to buy this box.
At lot when this box comes out. So I mean they're gonna like everything, they're gonna be available separately eventually, but yeah, when this comes out, this will be the only way to get that Demon Prince.
Which is a shame because who knows how long it's gonna take them to actually release the Demon Prince.
Right.
Yeah, we got the Demon Prince, the alternate heads looking nice. These knights are just 10 out of 10 models.
Oh man, so cool. So much trim.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't play Chaos and Fantasy.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be playing Chaos and Fantasy just because I just too much trim. I already committed to Black Legion from my trim painting time.
And then we got the Bulgrin. Not Bulgrin, what the hell are these things called?
The Ogroids.
Ogroids, there we go. We got these guys coming out, and of course we got their book. And they also gave a roadmap, which was not surprising. But
Luminath, yay.
winter will be them, and we got the Ogres and Sons of Behemoth in autumn.
We got Samples of Zinch and Lumineth coming out. To no one's surprise because they had a box set come out recently. So
yep. So that is what is in store. And I mean the only reason this is, low on the list, because we did see this when Slaves of Darkness pictures were leaked out. So it wasn't too exciting. But it's exciting that it's finally coming out. And it's definitely a lot better looking than the last two models that we just saw.
Yeah, way better.
But also today happened, we got a new Sons of Darkness model that also just came out. The first Prince of Storms. And this is a model.
Yeah, this is cool.
It looks like a Chaos Marine just went into fantasy, honestly.
Yeah, he's like a Vanguard who forsakes Archeon and then works for Be'lakor now.
That's
And
cool.
it's cool because when he dies, you just roll 2d6, and on an 8+ he comes up.
From a bolt of lightning.
Yeah, so
Does he explode?
not in this preview. That would be cool if he did.
Be like some Thor, God of Thunder kind of action going on.
That'd be kind of cool.
It's such a cool looking model. I do enjoy how it looks. And you know what the best part is? I don't see that much gold trim on it.
Yeah. Mostly just the metal on the cavalry guy.
Mm-hmm. Very cool model. So, Slice of Darkness, you're eating well. Eating well this time. Moving on, Underworlds. One of the one of the predictions that we got right. And so we finally get to see the full team.
Yeah, Gore chosen. Yay!
Yay!
I mean, Acorn. Woohoo!
What are your thoughts on these model designs?
I mean, the model designs are great. I think if I was gonna play a Warcry Corn War band, I would definitely be picking these up because they're damn cool. You got your Slaughter Priest. You got your what's it called? The Skull Grinder. Yeah, I think these are cool.
You know what the best part about these models?
What? You don't want them?
What? No, I didn't say that.
Mhm.
Is they could fit so well in the Corpse Grinder
Yeah,
Necromunda team.
that's true. That's very true.
Because I'm sure they would have some kind of like hulking brute in there.
Oh yeah, choose him as a champion or something.
And these guys are generic enough. Well, I mean, sorry, not generic, but you know, they're not too fantasy like where they wouldn't fit in with like the
Right.
Necromunda game.
Right.
Just just some thoughts out there, GW. You know, if you wanna pick those up, convert them a little bit. But yeah, I like the models. I think they look cool. Was a little surprised to see that it's only 3 models. I thought it would have been the traditional 4, but I guess Chaos are too
You guess
strong.
you're trying to do a more elite one this time for Chaos.
Oh, there we go. Once again, Underworld's producing beautiful models. As is the standard. Moving on from them, our prediction, the Votan Battle Box, pretty much coming up with that image that you showed off last week, with like everything that they had. I'm gonna pull that image up right now. Let's see. Yeah, so pretty much everything in the box set will have almost all these guys. Not everything, but so how much are we thinking? 250?
Probably 200, 210 maybe. It's a lot of infantry.
How much was the Black Templar one?
That was 190, I believe. The
190?
Chaos Knights one was 210. It's probably gonna be like 200.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be 200. Well, in this box, we got to see some more stuff. We got the land fortress, which is another turtle tank with a lot of guns on it. Yeah, I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 6 guns on it. On the other side, there's 2 more probably. We're gonna get that big tank. We got Uthar the Destined.
He's a special character.
Special character. I don't know how you say these names. Freaking dwarves names. Erheim champion.
Yeah. Kind of a lieutenant.
And then we've got some new units here. The Borkheim Iron Master. Get some more men of, well, not men of iron, but you know, more robots coming through. We got the Rune Priest.
Grimnir annoys me because that's the name of an Age of Sigmar character. It's like one of the gods of the dwarves. It's like having a character in AOS named it like Gwilman or something, or
Gilliman.
Robert.
Yeah, well, he's here. He's got his bodyguards. There's also a very optional head, which I don't know why they're not showing it. But either way, we got that. We got the Synthronian Berserk Mole grenade launcher, which is interesting. Nice 2 model 1 base heavy support team, I guess.
Yeah.
And then there it is, that box set. Giving us the special character, the champion, 20 I'm blanking on the names right now.
I think called Hearthkin Warriors.
The Hearthkin Warriors and the 3 jet bikes. And
Yep.
then obviously the book, plus I think maybe cards. I can't remember. But we got that, and they also gave us a roadmap for 40k.
Yeah.
Which Imperial Guard are the next army.
Yep.
And World Eaters, maybe. They're probably going to be 2023.
Yeah, I could see World Ages being after the year ends, but still winter, so like January, maybe.
January is a safe bet. Just in time to get into the LVO.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was not hyped for this. I've made my feelings quite clear on how I feel about Votan being added in.
Nothing really came out that made me want to play them. Just more cool stuff, but I don't have a, I don't have a big desire to play.
Yeah, well, everyone, I haven't looked into it yet, but a lot of the Warhammer channels that I do follow have been chomping at the bit on the battle report that Warhammer Plus did last week. So I'll have to check out the videos and see what interesting stuff they bring out. But I'm more looking forward to the IG. I want to see how they're gonna do, what new and interesting stuff, and what kind of broken nonsense will happen. But yeah, there we go. That is that. We also got Khorne Berzerkers. We got to see all 10 Khorne Berzerkers gonna be in this box set.
Super cool, super hype. Picking a box up for sure.
They're a bit too clean looking to me, but you know, very cool. Though I am a little surprised that some are running around with chain swords.
Yeah,
I thought their whole thing was about chain axes.
Yeah, I mean the initial kit had both, but I wish he had the option to just give them all chain axes.
And the one that just like surprises me is the one with the gun. Like, what the hell?
Hey, some of them have pistols. They shoot stuff.
Ah, this guy has a rifle. Unless it's trick of my eyes.
I think it's wait, which one?
The one with the two-handed uh chainsword.
Oh no, that's he's holding his chainsword weird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's the angle. He has close combat weapons. Don't worry.
All right. Okay. Now that I'm really looking at, I see the muzzle of the pistol. I'm like, damn. Why does this guy have a sniper? But yeah, there we go. World Eater's getting a 10-man box. About time. How? Because what are they now? Like a 5-man box?
They're a 16-man box, but it's the really old models. Not worth it.
No, they are not. These ones are.
Yeah, super cool.
Yep. And then also today was revealed some new World Eater parts. Not too much, but let's see. We got a new backpack. We got a new little icon, which will probably come into play, kind of like the icon of flame. I'm sure this will do something. I don't know what the icon of corn will do, but I'm sure it'll do something that boosts their combat efficiency.
+1 attack. That's it. That's all we need.
Well, maybe. Let's see. We also got a new World Eater face, chest plate, and
I think this might be mutilators. They may be world eaters only. That would be kind of interesting. Now, I prefer they be terminators, but if it's just mutilators, I'm fine with that.
could be Terminators. I mean, looking at that head piece, but then again, that's very common in the mutated legions. Let's see what else we got. We got some chain axes, some little corn insignias. The shoulder blade pads getting an upgrade as well. And then of course the heads. Looking nice, looking unique. And not too generic looking. All very cool stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
Gotta keep that corn hype train going. Moving on to the next thing here. Before we get to the what I thought was the best showing of Nova, we'll look at this Heresy Thursday model here. And we got a assassin.
Yeah, this was out of the left field, and I like it. This is a new assassin, the Vanus assassin.
Are there yeah, that's a good question. Are there assassins in 30K?
Yes,
Like
there
the
are
game?
Yeah, no. This will be the first time we'll have assassins in game. Now they're in the lore. There's novels about assassins,
Right, I
but
know
this is
there
the
are
first time.
assassins because what's that old man Malachi? Oh god.
Oh, too hot.
Sorry, I forgot to mute my phone on there. Some
Okay.
emergency, probably a fire. Yeah, what's his name? Malachi? This the Emperor's right hand man?
Oh, Malkador. Malkador.
Malkador.
Yeah, he sends assassins out.
I know he's the one who started the Assassinorum stuff.
Yeah, so yeah, they're in the lore, but not in game. So this will be the first. Well, this indicates that we'll be getting assassins in game. Hopefully, we'll be getting rules for the Vindicare, the Eversor, etc., etc. But this is super cool. And it's interesting because it's all about information hacking. I could see this model, she could be shutting off reactions or buffs or something, which would be kind of cool.
It's just a cool model.
Oh, yeah. It's a super cool model.
I kind of wanted to pick it up. I just hope to God it's not going to be,
Oh, it's going to be Forge World. No ways.
Finecast,
It's going to be Forge World.
Don't say that. Don't break my hopes. You see how spindly this model looks? It cannot be Finecast. It has to be plastic.
It's going to be Forge World.
Damn it.
I'd be amazed if it was plastic.
I would be amazed too. Because if it's plastic, I would buy it. I would instant buy it. But speaking of models, I would instantly buy. Look at this bad boy. Holy shit.
Yes, the Warmaster.
Now that is a model.
1,000 points of will never die. Actually, has roll rate, he can't die.
That's what we call plot armor.
Yes. Yeah, this is a super cool model.
This was the best. This is the best thing that came out of Nova.
Yeah.
In my opinion, and I don't even play 30k.
I mean, this is.
I mean, just look at him next to his. I assume that's the old model.
Yeah, this model actually makes me laugh because it's such a cool, badass, kick-ass Horus will smash your face in model, right? So I'm listening to Siege of Terror right now. I'm actually reading / listening to the latest one right now, and I'm about an hour in. And this is the second to last novel, right? And Horus has yet to take the field. Maybe he does later in the book. I don't know. But at the beginning, he has yet to take the field. So it's just kind of funny that he had this new badass, kick-ass Horus model, and he doesn't really show up. He just plays. He's just playing like Xbox Live with the Emperor, while everyone's killing each other.
Well, of course, the general doesn't take the field. Commands from the back.
Nah, this is 40k. Generals are in the front, just fighting things.
Of course. Well, yeah.
But yeah,
I thought
super
this
cool.
was great. My only question is, why is he over a bunch of salamanders?
Yeah, a very specific choice. I don't know.
Does he kill a bunch of salamanders?
I guess in Istvan. I mean, if this is an Istvan model, but I don't know. Horus Ascended is definitely post Istvan, and I don't know. The base is, I think, kind of busy. There's a lot of skulls there, skeletons. But I mean, it's a base, right? Whatever. The model is itself it's quite amazing.
Yeah, you can make the base whatever you want. But the model, oh my god. I was in the call with someone. I'm like, this is the best looking model I've ever seen.
Yeah, this is probably model of the year if it comes out this year, which it might.
Oh, it's gonna come up this year. Of course it is. So it's engagement. That's what GW wants.
True. Well, I pick it up probably to paint. Although in terms of gameplay, this guy costs 1,000 points, and because of the 25% limit, you can only play minimum 4,000 point games.
I forgot about that rule.
Yep, Lords of War 25%.
Ooh, that's. No, I guess you're gonna have to increase the points you play, just so you can run them.
But yeah, quite amazing. Instant buy as well.
I'd buy them, but then I'd probably give it to someone else to paint for me.
Yeah.
Just because I want it to look nice. And I couldn't do this model justice. But yeah, that is Nova. What are your thoughts on it?
I mean, I like the reveals. Not all for me, but blood for the Blood God and for the Warmaster.
Yeah, it was pretty underwhelming for me. I think what saved it was Horus, surprisingly.
I mean, I knew what I was actually, speaking of things I like, also the Slaves to Darkness stuff. So it's about 50-50 of things I really liked versus things I was whatever about. The AOS stuff, the destruction stuff, super meh. Votann also super meh, but oof, the chaos stuff. Oh yeah, all the chaos stuff. There you go. Super cool.
It was definitely a chaos show. Because you got the Horus, you got the Slaves of Darkness. And you got the Berzerkers. They're pretty much everything anything chaos was almost an instant win. I
Oh
was
yeah.
again. None of this stuff. I'm gonna be like, I gotta buy this right now. Except the Horus. Horus, I'm like, I gotta buy this right now. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun to see. Because who doesn't like seeing new stuff?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that is it. That is all the Warhammer news that I have. You got anything else you want to share news-wise?
They announced the final Siege of Terra book. Let's see if I can find a link. I totally forgot about that until now. They showed the cover, and come on, load website. Let's see, where
Did they
is
give
it?
a name for it?
Yeah, the name is The End in the Death that we knew, but the cover, where is it? Here we go. Let me link this to the chat. And the big thing is this is volume 1. So I hope it's a 2-part story and not like a 5-part story or something.
What you think they're gonna? They're
I
going
swear.
to what's it called? Harry Potter it and break it up
I
into parts.
I hope the Harry Potter and it's 2 parts and not 5 parts, because I please don't milk this anymore. It's already so much going on already. You don't need another trilogy. Oh gosh, it might be a trilogy.
Volume 1. Oh no.
Oh my gosh, if it's a trilogy. Unless they do like the final battle and then the aftermath, that would be kind of cool. But I hope it's not more than 2 books. 3 is stretching it.
It's a cool looking cover though.
It is a cool looking cover.
What could have been? Oh well.
But yeah, exciting. It's coming next year. Here we go. The end of
Alright, it means I gotta catch
the
up.
end of Heresy.
Gotta catch up so I can say that I was there.
Yes. I was there the day
I
the
was
Emperor the Horus.
exactly.
I hope that the line that's my prediction, is that line will be in this book or the next one or whatever.
It'll definitely be at the end of the story.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. Oh, let's go ahead and just wrap it up to Hobby Rants. Have you done anything?
Yeah, I've been hobbying. Was on vacation for the weekend. But so now I'll be back to the hobbying, back on working on some Mechanicum and some Kill Team. No games though. No games this week. Because I was out.
Well, no games with me because it is way too hot.
It is dang hot here in California.
But
Probably all over the world too.
probably. But yeah, I dare not go outside if I can help it. Because even in my house, my air conditioning broke like 2 days ago. It's like,
Oh no.
this is it's already hell on earth over here, and now it's hell on earth to where I live. So I really haven't done any hobbying, just because the heat makes it unbearable. But
Right.
I'll probably do some hobbying tonight when it cools off a little bit.
There we go.
When it gets down to the like 80 degrees.
Yeah, only 80 degrees.
But yeah, I haven't done too much. But I hope to have some more Black Templars done
There we go.
by the end of the week. Because they're easy enough to paint, and that's what I like. Quick and easy. And then I'll eventually get back to the Flames of Scion, or Scion of Flames, whatever they're called.
Warcry.
Warcry. I mean, they're right. I have them like right there, and I'm just like, yeah, I think I want to paint some Black Templars, or
Yeah.
I want to paint some Shadows of Brimstone models.
Yeah. Always helps to paint something easier, I think, especially when you get it done.
Yeah, because I look at this like champion and this uh, not psychic, it's wizard. I'm just like, there's too much detail on this model, and I do not want to spend 2 hours painting it.
Yep, totally understandable.
But will I game this week? Probably not. I'm gonna be real. It's too hot.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hot all this week. So hopefully next week will be different. But we'll see. Do you want to add anything else before we head out?
No, I think that's it.
Alright then, well, I'd like to thank everyone who made it to the end. And we'll see you next time.
Later, everyone.
Later.